Hi there, it's Jenny here at Love My Mat, and I wanted to introduce you to one of our prop bundles. So this one is the Restorative Prop Bundle. It contains our Long and Lean Bolster, 2 foam blocks, an eye pillow, and a Mexican blanket. These are the props that we're going to be using for a short restorative sequence that I'd like to take you through today using these props. If you don't have these props and you're missing something, maybe you have something around the house that you could use. Stacks of books make a great replacement for blocks. Hopefully there's a blanket or something around your house that you could use. An old rolled up mat that could be taped together or used with towels around it can also create a good support for a bolster if you don't have one at your home. And if you don't have a Long and Lean but you're working with a different bolster, show up with that too. Let's see what we can do. If there's something that you don't have or something that doesn't feel comfortable for your body that I'm gonna lead you through, remember, just listen to what works best for your body and follow along where you can. If things don't feel great, come back to feel your breath. Allow your body to get into a space where it feels comfortable, and maybe it's just breathing along with me today. So we're gonna start in our 30-degree ankle pose. So to do that, you're gonna grab your blocks. You're gonna place a block on its highest height at the end of your mat, where your head's gonna be, and then you're gonna put your other block on its lowest height, and it's gonna be somewhat close to that block there, just so that it can create a good little ramp and support for your bolster. You're gonna allow the bolster to come along here so you can see where we're stacking up for support, and then you can come to sit on your bum. You are going to allow the back and the bum to meet the bolster. So hug yourself up nicely. And then in order to get into this first posture, we're going to take a nice big breath in together. Breathe in. Lengthen up your spine. Exhale and slowly allow yourself to come down onto the bolster. You can allow the arms to come alongside the body. If you notice that there's a little bit of space here, I recommend grabbing that blanket. Put the blanket on the top of the bolster and allow it to be a little cushion for your neck. Now I am going to hold each one of these postures for a minute. You have the opportunity to just press pause on your device and breathe for as long as you'd like in this posture. Either a minute to 30 minutes, whatever feels nice, and then just press play and carry on wherever you'd like. Your legs can start in that bound ankle pose, or you can stretch the legs out and maybe allow the outer edges of your feet to fall out, a little opening through the hips. And if you're using your eye pillow, go ahead and place that on the eyes now. And then just allowing the hands to settle to the floor, inviting a softness into your jaw. Allowing your awareness to settle onto your breath. And we'll practice silence for 5 breaths in each posture. And now if you're coming back to move with me in this space, you can remove your eye pillow. Depending on where your feet are, I'm going to slowly allow the soles of your feet to make your way flat to your mat. Just give yourself a moment here before you start to move off of the bolster. You can allow yourself to roll to either side. Just be careful not to wake too much, and then just allow yourself to sit. Whatever hip you've got turned towards the bolster, you're gonna leave it that way. You can take your blanket and you can place that off to the side. You may wanna use your blanket to cover up your body, and I'll give you that opportunity. I won't cover myself up so that you can just see what's happening here. I'm gonna remove the tall block. You can place that off to the side. We're just gonna do the next one with just one block. So we're gonna give the bolster a little bit of elevation and move into a twist. that other block, we've got that opportunity to place it between the knees. You can place it underneath of the knees or both. You can use your blanket underneath of the body as well to find yourself a comfortable space for this twist. So you're gonna take a nice big breath in to sit up nice and tall, and then on your exhale, you're gonna slowly lower that body down onto your bolster and just allow the head to turn in the same way as your knees. You can allow the hands to come underneath of the bolster if you'd like, and sometimes this feels nice, like we're giving somebody a big hug. And maybe you can imagine that that somebody is you. And can you soften into this space and come back to feel your breath? If you're still practicing that minute pause with me, you can slowly start to bring the hands so that they come flat to your mat and just pressing the body up. We're going to move in to take that same twist onto the other side. So just allowing that opposite hip to turn towards the bolster. Again, you've got that opportunity for maybe a block underneath of the knees or in between the knees or both. Maybe you'll use your blanket to give a little bit of support to the body. Maybe you'll use the blanket over top of you, or you can always use your eye pillow underneath of the ankles, just to give a little cushion. And then you'll turn to face towards the top of your mat, taking that big breath in, letting both of the arms come alongside the bolster, and then just allowing that opposite side to come down, maybe allowing the hands to come through that opening by your block, and then just offering yourself into that twist on this side here. Soft jaw. Come back to feel the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly just allowing the hands to come to support by your mat. Taking a breath in and allowing yourself to come all the way back up. And then from here, you can actually stay facing the front of your mat. You can come around, remove your props onto your hands and knees. We are going to remove this block from your mat. The blocks can either be placed off on the side. You've got a couple of options for the blocks. We're going to move into frog pose here, so you can either use the blocks for underneath of your ankles, and I'll show you that. This might be a nice time where you'd like to take your blanket and drape it over the body, and that would be nice too. I am not going to do that in this space so that you can see this posture. You are going to allow the bolster to come in between your legs. It'll come close to your thighs. Your ankles are going to use this block for support. And then you're just going to allow the body to surrender over the bolster, and then allow the head to come down towards the ground. If it doesn't come all the way down towards the ground, then maybe you'll use your blanket. In this space, I think I'm going to use my blanket to give a little bit of weight to the body, and I'm going to use my eye pillow to rest my head on the ground. Just allow the body to surrender here, and maybe the awareness comes to the back body as you feel your next big breath in. Exhale, soften the jaw, soften the body. Stay with your breath. space, you can allow the hands to come underneath the shoulders. That next big breath in, or whenever you're ready, you can draw the body all the way back up. We're gonna get ready for our final posture here. So just allow yourself to come around to sit. I'm gonna leave the blanket up here. We're coming into legs up the wall. We're gonna use our bolster for this, and I invite you to try a little bit of a challenge. We're gonna see if we can place the blocks on our feet just to give a little bit of added weight. They're not very heavy, but it still gives us that sensation of grounding down into the earth, and we're gonna use our bolster for this legs up the wall. So you can leave a blanket that's gonna be for your head. You can move your mat if you'd like to extend towards the wall. I'm gonna leave mine here. You can grab your bolster, and you're actually gonna put your bolster up, actually you can move it off to the side to start. You can get your hip up against the wall. Bring the blocks a little bit closer. Set your eye pillow up close to where your head's gonna be. And then you can allow yourself to swing the legs around. Lower your body down. Grab your blanket close to your neck. And then you can grab the bolster, put it alongside the body. You can use your feet to press into the wall, lift your hips up, get your bolster to where you need it. And then you may need to shimmy yourself a little closer to the wall. And then once you get into that comfortable space, this is your challenge. So maybe you're gonna grab for those blocks, and then you're gonna see if you can put the blocks on your feet. And then our goal is to try and get the blocks. And if they fall, don't worry, towards the wall. If you're foregoing this part, that is okay too, but maybe there will be a little bit of joy through this practice if we can get the blocks to the wall. And then just allowing for the legs to extend, the feet to flatten, toes to come down towards the nose. And then maybe you'll place the eye pillow on your head. This legs up the wall is really good if we can hold it for at least 3 minutes. So perhaps you'll press pause now and just allow yourself to stay here as long as it may feel good for you. Finding that natural flow of your breath as you breathe in. And the exhale as you breathe out. Noticing wherever you can soften in the body, any spaces that are holding any tension, any tightness. And just softening into those spaces. Allowing the body to rest into the support of the props beneath you. As you gently breathe in and breathe out. Please feel free to stay as long as you'd like. And if you're ready to shift from this space, you can allow the knees to come in towards the chest, offering the blocks down towards the ground, letting them fall or inviting them into the hands. And just mindfully moving out of this space, you can press your feet back into the wall. Inhale, lift the hips, slide the bolster, come all the way down. And then you can roll yourself over onto that right hand side, maybe pausing here for just a moment. And just saying thank you to yourself for showing up to your space today and offering your body this moment for rejuvenation, rest, and restore. You can press that front palm in and come all the way up and meet me in a comfortable seat. You can use your blanket, a block, or your bolster to prop yourself up if you'd like to give yourself a more comfortable space to sit. And just allow the hands to come to rest wherever it feels nice, on your knees, legs, thighs. And then let's take a nice big breath in together, breathing in and breathing out. Close your eyes. Observe one final breath in your body, being aware that you're breathing in and breathing out. And then inhaling to draw the arms up, gathering all of that good energy that surrounds you and offering hands into heart center. I honor that space in you that is filled with light and love, peace and joy. For when you are in that space in you and I am in that space in me, we are one. Let's bow our chin to our chest and raise our thumbs to our third eye, that space in between our brows. And let's bow in reverence for this sacred practice, saying thank you to all of the teachers who have come before us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And a special thank you from me to you for tuning into this short restorative class. I hope you have a wonderful day.